Good afternoon. The time is 2:30. I'm Chief Meteorologist Chelsea Simmons, and we are now tracking what looks like widespread wintry precipitation. That has moved back in, and it looks to stick around through most of the afternoon, going into the evening, overnight, with that potential for some thunder ice storms. And what that is just a typical thunderstorm, but instead of that rainfall falling, it's going to be more of that sleet, freezing rain. So that's going to accumulate things very quickly. Now, Oxford back up towards Ripley, they've been pretty consistent through the morning with that heavier precipitation, as well as New Albany. The roads almost impassable in some places, even up towards Corinth. Now, Tupelo, you can see some lighter pinks there on the map. Now, what we are continuing to watch is that heavier precipitation just off to our southwest to move in and cause roads to get even worse than they already are. A lot of those bridges, overpasses, iced over, possible to drive on, but if you don't have to get out, just stay at home. Now down towards the Golden Triangle region, it looks like Starkville's right on that freezing line of that cold rain with that sleet, freezing rain mix. So if you are going to be heading out south in eastern counties, we're a little bit warmer. Actually, temperatures in Columbus sit at 35 degrees. Kind of looking across the area, that freezing line sits through a lot of our southern counties, through southern Monroe County, back out towards Alabama. So if you're really south of this dotted line, for right now, just getting that cold rain. It's north and west of those locations that could continue to see some icy weather accumulate, especially out towards Oxford, Corinth, Tupelo, where temperatures haven't even got close to that freezing point. So if you are going to be heading out across the area, Oxford, you can see drive paths on those roads. And actually the city of Oxford has been working through the morning, now into the afternoon, to clear these, to plow those roads, but still make sure you are staying extra careful out there. Taking a live look in Tupelo right now, definitely some icy bridges, overpasses, and you can see that ice kind of in the middle of that lane there. This is at 22 Veterans. Take it slow if you do absolutely have to get out. If you don't, just stay at home and relax. MDOT is reporting a lot of counties with ice on bridges, overpasses from Monroe County back over towards Grenada, the Delta, and north. And looking close, you can see some of those yellows there along our highways. 55 there all the way down towards Grenada County, 22 from New Albany, basically up towards the DeSoto County area in yellows. That means traffic is flowing slowly and could see potential for wrecks, especially once you get just outside of the area. Those roads very covered. Now, if you are going to be traveling even Fulton area down towards Monroe County, some bridges, overpasses, definitely on the slick side. And this is where we rely on you guys. If you have any of those reports to send in, you can definitely do that through that WTVA weather app, but also through Facebook, or even just send us an email. This is actually a drone video from the Boonville area, and you can see just everything. It's covered. This gas station parking lot, you can kind of see those roads there. Very icy, and this was taken this morning. That has continued through the past several hours. Now, even here at the station, a couple pictures of icicles hanging off the side of the building, and those will just continue to extend. This is really what we're monitoring for that risk of power outages. If they start to accumulate on those power lines, it's really heavy and starts to weigh things down. Now, also on the front of those vehicles, we are seeing some icicles. So that's one thing. If you are having to get out and you're going to be hitting those roads, you'll need a while to crank the car and maybe scrape some of that ice off of your vehicle as well. Now, looking at what is predicted to happen, forecast for the afternoon. We're still looking at widespread wintry precipitation, especially through the northern and western counties. So from about Tupelo, Eupora, back out towards the Delta, still expecting freezing rain and sleet through the afternoon. Now, once again, southeast, mainly just that cold rain. Now, looking on this particular model of storm tracker, it looks like that freezing line gets a little bit closer towards Tupelo as we head towards this evening through the overnight. But notice those temperatures in Tupelo. They don't get above freezing as we head through the overnight. So that rainfall that falls is going to be in frozen precipitation form. And you can see just quite how heavy it is looking towards early Sunday morning, seeing more of those deeper red colors. And that's where we're looking at for thunder ice storms. Once again, just normal thunderstorms, but it's ice falling. That's going to add accumulation totals up fairly quickly as we're heading into your Sunday morning. So if you go to sleep tonight and you're like, roads are decent, they're okay, you wake up tomorrow, things could be much different. Temperatures, 24 degrees over towards Oxford, very, very cold, 32 in Tupelo. We hover close to that freezing point, but models have been running a little warm on those temperatures so far. So I think we're going to be a couple degrees cooler or colder. Now through your Saturday, mid to late morning, we're continuing to see widespread frozen precipitation. That will start to move out, that widespread, through your lunch into your early afternoon. On the back side of this, could see a few more flurries, maybe a little bit more sleet, as most of it is out of here late Sunday. Now what moves in is the very extreme cold conditions. Now we are monitoring power outages. So looking at that power outage map, you can see just over 1,000 folks within the state without power right now. Luckily though, we are not tracking anybody in northeast Mississippi without power. So that's a good thing, because when that cold air moves in, you are definitely going to want the heat. We have extreme cold warnings for all of our Mississippi counties that start late Sunday and extend through Tuesday at lunch. We're talking wind chills around 0 and maybe even negative as we're looking towards Monday and especially Tuesday morning. Not much warmer for Wednesday, Thursday, only feeling about 15 degrees for the start of those days. Now you can see Sunday feels like 25 for your morning. By the afternoon, going to be feeling like the teens. Temperatures just drop pretty much all day Sunday, so bundle up, stay warm. You will need to know that as you're heading into next week, because even those afternoon temperatures don't budge much. Monday afternoon, we're only climbing to around 23 degrees. Luckily, that wintry precipitation is moving out. Tuesday climbing into the mid-30s. Also for your Wednesday climbing into those mid-30s. That'll help melt some things, but we are still looking at especially those northwest counties that have already got a lot of that accumulation with sleet and ice. It's going to take a minute for it to melt. So be patient. Once again, if you don't have to get out, just stay at home, relax. Now, if you are going to be heading out, just make sure you are staying careful, have that car kit packed with you. We'll continue to keep you updated here on our live stream, on Facebook, and on air. We have that show coming up at 6 o'clock tonight, so make sure you are tuned in. And once again, if you have any of those viewer reports, you can always send those in. Just stay warm and stay careful.